Hello, storytellers, and welcome back to Storycraft. Today, we are diving into one of my favorite storytelling debates. Should villains get redemption arcs or just the backstory? We're breaking this down using two very powerful examples: Demon Slayer Infinity Castle arc and Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender, because one uses emotional depth to add layers, and the other uses redemption to undercut power. So, let's get into it. In Demon Slayer's Infinity Castle arc, we see the culmination of years of emotional storytelling. Every demon we encounter, no matter how monstrous they are, has a past, and a human one at that. But here's what's smart: Demon Slayer never confuses understanding that past with forgiving it. When Tanjiro battles the demons, we learn who they were before they became monsters. Their flashbacks show pain, regret, jealousy, human flaws twisted by tragedy. But the show doesn't redeem them, it just remembers who they were. This difference matters because it keeps the moral stakes of the story clear. We do feel empathy, but we don't excuse the evil. That's what gives Demon Slayer its emotional gut punches. It teaches that compassion doesn't mean moral compromise, just recognition of humanity, even in the damned. Now, let's pause and define it from a writing standpoint. A backstory explains how someone became who they are now. A redemption arc attempts to undo the person we've known them to be. Backstory deepens character. Redemption rewrites their trajectory. Both have value, but only one will fit the narrative truth of your story. In Demon Slayer, the villains' backstories reinforce the world's themes. Suffering breeds suffering until someone chooses to stop. It's poetic, tragic, but consistent. The demons don't get to escape consequences. Their stories end with understanding, not absolution. Now let's look at Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender. Azula is one of the most brilliant portrayals of a villain in animation. She is ruthless, precise, and psychologically fascinating. Her downfall at the end of the series was chef's kiss. It wasn't about punishment, it was about her imploding. She lost control, not because she was evil, but because of her outward confidence masking deep-seated insecurities and her relentless pursuit of dominance. Her character exemplifies how internal conflicts, childhood experiences, and personality traits can manifest in extreme ways. That moment was her truth. She is broken, not misunderstood. Then came the comics, and they tried to redeem her. They gave her therapy, softened her edges, and hinted at reconciliation. But in doing so, they stripped away what made her powerful: her tragic self destruction. Her redemption arc feels hollow because it rewrites the emotional thesis of her story. Azula didn't need redemption. She needed recognition of the system that broke her. So, what can we learn as writers? When you give your villain a backstory, you're saying they were human once and that humanity matters. When you give them a redemption arc, you're saying they can still change. Both are powerful, but you must choose one based on your story's truth. Demon Slayer knows its world is about compassion in tragedy. Avatar knew its story was about balance and choice until it didn't. The key is emotional honesty. If redemption contradicts a character's core, it will ring false. If backstory deepens that core, it will resonate. So, storytellers, as you write your own villains, ask yourself, do they need redemption or do they just need to be seen? That one question can change how your audience feels about every bad guy you create. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and join our Storytellers Hub on School, where we go deeper into world building, character arcs, and script development. Until next time, keep crafting those stories and let me know, which do you prefer, backstory or redemption?